Hello, and welcome back to Mr. Anderson Plays 999. Well, last time we just went through the 9 door in the coffin room, where we discovered that Snake wasn't dead again. And, yeah, Santa decided that he was going to be an asshole and hold up a gun up to a Kane's head and, abduct other people and leave us to die. But, whatever. If you guys want to know what happened last time, why don't you just go watch the last video. Phew. Alright, let's keep going. I think these stairs go to the bottom deck. Looks dry. Let's head down. Ah, coffee. Love my coffee. Hey, it's a... This is the Neptune symbol. There must be a key around here somewhere. Neptune key. I only have the Uranus key card. It's a different planet. Plus, it's the wrong kind of key. Let's turn around and go back for now. Yeah. Is there another room to solve? Hey, another door. A card reader this time. It's the Uranus symbol. This is the place. Huh? What was that noise? At least we're not messing around describing every little thing that we're doing. Wow, it's totally full of books. There's so many, I don't know where to look. Alright, if we want to get through that door out there, we need the Neptune key. I say we split up and look for it. Okay, very well. Sure thing. Good, let's get started then. We don't have a lot of time. Alice sleeps in a small chamber past the forest of knowledge. As he began his search, for reasons he didn't fully understand, Junpei felt those particular words float through his mind. Oh, is this... what? I didn't realize there was an escape room. I thought that was it. Eh? I was pretty sure that, this was going to be like the last ending here. Like the last episode, but we'll see now. There's a note on that table. Lights to the books. Huh? What does that mean? Interesting. Well, intelligence often hides itself in darkness. Have you ever thought about the pages of a book? Each page only sees what, maybe 2 or 3 minutes of light before the reader is on to the next? They spend most of their lives locked in darkness. Rather like myself. That's horrible. Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining. Not at all. I live in the darkness. I was born in the darkness. But that was gifted me with the ability to catch the truth others might miss. I hear the voices hidden in the darkness, you may say. Oh my god. Okay. What's the deal with these titles? They're all just gibberish. Hey, what if, like, we switch them around? Switch them around? Yeah. If we move them around, maybe they'll spell something. Oh, I get it. Yeah, heck, it's worth a shot. I don't know. Oh, I know where to go. That seems about right. Bulb. I don't know, Oh. Open here. How about this? Looks like putting those books in right up will open this thing right up. That was a piece of cake. Hooray. Hooray, you did it, Junpei. I guess that turned out well enough. So let's find the titles. Open here, find it, bulb. Powerful light bulb. I don't know what I just said there. I mean, I just moved on because I was getting tongue-tied. The light bulb looks like it's brand new, and it's really big, so it'll make a lot of light. Okay. As property values go up and out in space too these days. Man, guess times are tough for aliens too. This one says cosmic inflation. Quantum gravity. Seven, do you have any idea what this is? How about you start by using real words, and maybe we'll get somewhere. What's this? An overview of conformal field theory. Well, it's theory that posits an invariant quantum field where conformal transformation can take place. Knock it off with this science voodoo stuff. You trying to put me to sleep? Yeah, fuck that shit. What's this? It's a coat rack, like a place where you can hang coats and hats and stuff. Well, this one's not too big, so maybe just hats. What's the... oh, gosh. What is this? Owen, huh? Owen isn't enough to go on. Perhaps it's about the English Revolutionary? Dad kind. It's about dads. What the hell is this? Wasn't that a German mathematician? Maybe it's a compilation of his work. This book is German. Looks like the complete works of something. I've never heard of it. Well, if Snake doesn't know what it is, I don't think we'll ever know. Sheldrake. Sheldrake? Isn't Sheldrake... I have no fucking clue. I have no clue who Sheldrake is. There are dim lights on the floor. Dim lights are set at 3 points across the floor. There are 3 lights in this thing. They aren't very bright though. Hey, didn't we find some kind of really powerful light bulb earlier? Why don't you put it in one of those lights? Yeah, well, it'll get a lot brighter, but if there are 3 lights, that means 3 light bulbs. There won't be much point unless we can replace all 3 light bulbs. We need to find 3 bulbs, huh? Okay, so this will be a bulb hunt. Is this going to be another bulb hunt, sir? This bookshelf has sort of a glass inlay. It's pretty big, but there are only 6 books on it. That seems kind of weird. Hey, it looks like there's something on the bottom. I can't really see it though, the glass is all foggy. In the middle of the glass door is a cylinder lock. You know, the kind of lock where you rotate the numbers until you've got the right ones to open it. What the hell is this? It's like they just gave us the answer. What? It's like they just gave us the answer? What? Oh, is it 682 415? 682 415? Alright. Oh shit. Ah man, I keep going past it. Wait a minute. Oh, wait. Why does it keep skipping so fast? Yeah, I feel like it's very sensitive, this clicker. 682 415, maybe it was 3? There we go. Yeah, it was a 3. I couldn't tell if it was a 3 or an 8. You did it, Junpei. Yay. I don't know why, but I don't really feel particularly happy about being praised for that. Whatever. At least the lock's open now. Let's see if we can get it open, alright? Hey, I mean, sometimes the most obvious things are... There isn't a lock there anymore. It's actually kind of praiseworthy. Oh, another bulb. Powerful light bulb. Feels like a light bulb. Pretty high wattage, too, unless I miss my guess. This should generate quite a bit of light. All 6 books seem to be pointing at the cylinder number lock. Okay, that's one thing down. What's this? This is an iron plate bolted down. I don't think it's a door. I think it's just a wall. Okay, what's on this side? This big opening is the door to the library. It's pretty impressive, almost looks like the door to a shrine or church or something. There's another door after it, then a passageway behind that door. At the end of the passageway is a door with the Neptune symbol engraved on it. Hurry up, we need to find the key with the mark on it. Okay, that sounds like a job for the best brother and sister team in the world. Man, it's like 7 and I don't even exist. Well, you know, she did think he was dead. It's a picture book like this doing here. Looks like it's about Little League. It does seem weird that it's so different from the others, huh? Maybe you ought to take it with you? Fundamentals of baseball. There's a baseball on this one. Come on, Junpei, let's see what's in it. I'm gonna go out on a limb there and say it's probably about baseball stuff. Head. Oh, I want to get some head. It's one of those pop-up books, isn't it? H-E-A-D. Head. You mean like where my brain is? I have a feeling, this isn't what it seems. Oh, look, Seven, here's a book that's for you called Correlation of Muscle, Bone Density, and Bone Strength. You're just saying that because it says muscle. Or Recreation of Lost Human Functions. You think they're talking about it? Like the lost part of your body that you could grow back? I don't think so. Maybe they're talking about reconstructing abilities that humankind once possessed. In other words, they might be talking about cultivating a sixth sense. Dissecting Atlas, huh? This whole shelf is full of medical books. Functions of the human brain. Guess it is a book about the nervous system. I'd love to ask you to read it to me, but I don't think we have the time. I'm kind of curious about it too. There's got to be a reason why people connect with each other, you know? Principles of monkey behavior. Imagine it's a book describing praxeology studies on monkeys. Monkeys are very similar to humans evolutionarily, so I imagine the research was fruitful. The theory of evolution. Heck, even I know this one. That's the Darwin guy, right? Well, yes and no. Charles Darwin wrote a book on the origin of species. In it, he put forth the theory of evolution. You remember that part, but he called it natural selection. Exactly. Mother Nature. Is that some sort of book about hippie chicks? I love me some hippie chicks. Probably not, except perhaps tangentiality. Tangentially. It's most likely about environmental protection. I was just trying to make a joke. Dude, hippie chicks? Really? Paleontology. That's about fossils, right? Amenities are pretty nasty looking. This one says transitions of extinct species. We need to hurry up. We're gonna end up like a pages in a book. Introduction to geology. Think about the Earth, even when you're on an ocean, kind of romantic in a way, I guess. Theories of Cambrian explosion. Did a bomb go off near somewhere called Cambria? Coheed in Cambria. What kind of explosion? Roughly 500 million years ago, during what is known as the Cambrian period. Research suggests that a variety of living organisms increased by an order of magnitude. Why that happened is, however, still among something of a mystery. There are a number of theories. This book is most likely a collection of them. Jesus Christ, shut the fuck up. Microphagia. Ah, yes, Robert Hooke's famous work, first published in 1665. He built a microscope and examined insects, inorganic substances, and other things too small to be seen in detail by human eyes. He then drew pictures of many of them he'd examined and published them in the book. I'd hazard a guess this shelf is concerned with natural sciences. Why did mankind lose their tails? Junpei, do you know what this one's about? Why are you asking me? I didn't even know we had tails to lose. Maybe we should ask a human with a tail. Well, we all have a tailbone, sir. Mankind's ancestors most likely lost their tails as they were no longer useful, and the nutrients required to grow them were better put to use somewhere else. At least that's what I read. I was rather young. I may have remembered it incorrectly. Huh? Why the hell would a kid be reading a book like that? I mean, just because you're a kid doesn't mean, you can't read books. What's this? Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw that already. Anything else? Hey, it's another one of those kids' picture books. It looks a lot like the other one we found. This one has Native Americans on the cover. And hey, Junpei, take a look at this one. Native Americans, huh? Maybe it's got some. Whoa. Oh. Guess it's not. It's one of them pop-up books, right? It's got the letters LRK popping out of it. No, it doesn't. Can't make any sense of them, though. Large, round, and kinky? Probably not. There's no R. It's Kill. I don't know why you can't see that. Yeah, there's no LRK. You guys see an LRK there? Well, I don't see one. Come on, these. Okay. What's Hellenism? I think it's some kind of something like fusion of Greek and Oriental culture. History of medieval period. Isn't it, I guess King Arthur, they said? I don't think you're going to find a guy who didn't really exist in a history book. Cultural heritage of Rome. Bet that's going to be serious inheritance tax. Okay. What the fuck is going on here? What the fuck is going on here? Okay, I don't know where we're supposed to be going, though. Like, I don't understand what any of this means. So, is there something here that we need to do? Oh, wait a minute. It's a small enclosure with 9 sides. There are 3 of these things that look like kind of music stands. Hey, Junpei. You think maybe you're supposed to put these pop-up books on the stands? Then you could open them up? Oh, yeah. If we do that, then they make a shadow on the bottom here. True, but there are 3 stands, right? We don't have enough big picture books. In other words, we need 3 picture books, so we need 3 bulbs and 3 picture books. Can't read them. Let's see what we got here. So many books. I wonder what... Whoa, what's this? Oh, did we just grab some boobies? Sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. What's the deal with the sappy stuff? Love grabbing some books. Modern Japanese literature, huh? There's another one of those picture books here. Something about these things feels kind of nice, you know? Brings back good memories. I guess even people like 7 were kids once. No shit, you little brat. Hey guys, cool it. Cool it. Alright, I think I'm gonna take this picture book with me. Let's search it. Tales of Old Japan. It's got a magic wand on it, okay. So what's inside? Well, aren't you gonna open it? Pretty sure isn't it just... Pretty sure it's just gonna have some pages inside. Smart. Whoa. SEI 5. It's like another pop-up book. SE, a dash, and a number 5 sticking out of it. Might be impressed if I was 5. Confused. It's a small enclosure, 9 sides. Yeah, okay. How about we try putting these picture books on the stand? Then? This is a little weird. We need one more light bulb, guys. There's a weird book. Indian mathematics. Haha, that's funny. Why is that funny? Riemann hypothesis. What is their hypothesis about a Riemann? Isn't it pretty straightforward? Heavens no, there are many factors, length, girth, lubrication, or lack of. It's an exciting and rapidly growing field. When I look at you, it's exciting and rapidly growing. Oh, this one is Goldbrock's conjecture. Conjecture? What is it about? Like magic or psychic stuff or something? Right, I bet it's about jewelry, isn't it? It may have an odd title, but it's actually a very respectable mathematics book. It deals with one of the unsolved problems of additive number theory. Oh, sorry, I said anything. Let's not get into this right now, okay? Algebraic number theory, math, huh? Another one like that over there. Primary number theory, or analytic number theory, or geometry? Oh my gosh, how do you know? Nobody said anything about those. Well, number theory is usually split into 4 cheap disciplines. If there was a book named Algebraic Number Theory, it took a wild guess that the other 3 would be there as well. Looks like I was right. Oh my god. This is a famous one. Sounds like there are a number of math books in this section. I have no fucking clue what to do now. Item. So we need one more bulb. It's got the volume number written on part of the spine. Alright, so I don't think I'm missing anything down here, do I? Am I? Because I looked at all this shit, right? So maybe I'm missing some shelves or something? See, this is just a pixel hunt. Creatures of the South Seas, huh? I wonder if this one's got pictures of colorful fish and stuff. Theories of... Okay, yeah, we already seen this one. Alright, so we can't climb the ladder, I guess. We already did the... That's fine. The bulb here. Energy theory, huh? I don't even understand the damn theory. Looks like the shelf's all science technology. There's nothing here anymore. Super symmetric string theory in 10-dimensional space-time, huh? They're just talking about super string theory. It's a theory of reality where, how to explain? It says all elements of the universe are governed by the vibration harmonics of tiny supersymmetric strings. Theory of general relativity, huh? Oh, I know this one. That's Einstein, right? Looks called quantum gravity. Alright, well, I don't think we're gonna find anything here. I feel like I'm missing something here. Handrails metal, probably wise building material. Alright, yeah, we already looked through all this, so I must have everything I need then, right? Except for a bulb. So I don't see anything else up here that's suspicious. The only thing that's kind of suspicious is these, but I don't know what to do with those. And there's not much more I can do here either, is there? There's scaffold on the top floor. It goes all the way to the four corners of the room. And I looked at all the shelves, right? You can sort of see letters. It's too dark in here to tell, though. Probably means our light isn't bright enough. Can we just start putting ones in there? What's the use of wishing? I don't have any more light bulbs. If I could just change out those light bulbs on. I don't have any more light bulbs. I'm so confused. Where the fuck's the other light bulb? There's gotta be something going on here with these. You know what? I think we need one more light bulb and then we're good from there. No, okay. So let's see. Map. Is there something I'm missing here? Let's go over. This gate is huge. Need to look around the place some more. Do you think we should have handrails where there aren't any handrails? I'll be fine. I can feel vibrations on the floor tell me where I am. No, that's not what I meant. What? I'm confused by that. I'm confused. Where the fuck? Cupboard, it's on the bottom floor. Are we supposed to be, like, I just don't know where we're supposed to be going here. Like, am I missing something? Oh, well, here we go. The pixel hunt of this game is upon us. Because I really don't know. Modern Japanese literature, organization of folklore, origins of Japanese folklore. Looks like there's a bunch of books about Japanese culture here. Mostly about folklore, though. Well, folklore can cover a wide range of subjects. History, urban life, religious trends, environmental changes. Folklore can cover all those things if you know where to look. This looks pretty deep. Yeah, I'm actually really into Japanese horror stories. They're actually pretty cool. Wait a minute. Okay, alright, so that one leads up to... Okay, never mind. What the fuck? Is there a light somewhere that I need to, like, take it out of? Like, am I missing where a bulb could be? I have no fucking clue what to do here. Don't shove. I'm not kidding, don't push me. What the heck, man? I wasn't going to, but you bring that up. What does this fucking hat rack have to do with anything? Let me see. Handstand, you put hats on it. This beats me, man. I don't know where to go. Stairs? Books? Okay, I have no fucking clue here. What the fuck am I doing? I have no clue where this fucking other bulb is. No fucking clue. I'm gonna, come on. Come on, guys. Don't be doing this bullshit. Like, oh, you're gonna fucking pixel hunt in the middle of nowhere. Fuck this. I'm not gonna make you guys sit through all this. I'm gonna look it up. Like, cause I don't know where to go here. All right. All right. Okay, so there's another bulb somewhere else. Bulb. From point S by examining the top left quadrant. Let's see the map. Ah, okay, what's that? Some sort of comic book? Jeez, I guess boys really like this stuff. No, you're thinking of a different sort of robot. This book is talking about automatic machinery that's used to build things like cars. Communication computer science, huh? That's a pretty generic title. To be honest, it's so vague. I don't really know what it might be about. An overview of photo, chemist, whatever. I think whoever set this up wanted us to see the cover, not the spine. Let's look at it, okay? Ah, bulb. Looks like a whole lot of space behind these books. Look, Junpei. I think there's something hidden behind the books. Yeah. Yeah, okay, good. Because I was tired of fucking doing this pixel hunt. That is the worst thing about Japanese novels. The pixel hunts that happen. Because, I mean, you're looking all around, and especially with just shelves and shelves that all look the same, you'll never find it. Alright, so there are three lights in here. I'm gonna change all these bulbs. Now they should. Awesome. It worked. Way to go, Junpei. Good job, buddy. There's something projecting on the bottom. These letters, they seem familiar. Shelled Rake 5. Sheldrake 5. Ah, okay. I think I saw the rest of the collection somewhere. Yeah, I think it was somewhere around here. Let's go take a look. Sheldrake. Hey, you heard of him? Sheldrake, I mean? Yeah, Lotus told me about him. There's a British biochemist named Sheldrake. He had a rather interesting theory. Morphogenic fields, which relies on the theory of morphic resonance. Really? From Lotus, huh? Well, Clover also said something about that stuff. She did. Yeah, what was it? The ability to access a morphogenic field is affected by a couple of things. The first is epiphany, and the other is danger. Sigh, that girl, I told her not to tell anyone. You did? Why? Well, look, man, I didn't push it because we were in a hurry, but I'm kind of sick of this. How about you just tell me, okay? Tell you what? Don't give me that about the experiment. Very well, fine. I'll tell you everything. But not here. Let's move to the top floor. Why don't we try to escape first? Then you can tell us about the experiment. I suppose I might as well start by telling you why I kept quiet and why I made sure Clover did as well. To be honest, the explanation is quite simple. Zero told me not to. I had little choice. He didn't walk up and tell me, of course. He gave me a message engraved on a card. That's a braille card. It looks just like one you showed us earlier. So you had two cards. No, only one. What do you mean? I thought that card just had some rules for the Nonary game on it. Yes, it did. And those were the rules I read you. However, there were not only thing on the card, there was something I didn't read. Well, perhaps I should say there was something I couldn't read. And that was, tell no one of the events that took place 9 years ago. Tell, and I activate your sister's detonator. It's a threat on our lives. Oh, well, that sucks. What about Clover? Did she get a message from Zero too? I don't believe she did. But doesn't it strike you as strange that Zero would shut my mouth but not hers? Yeah. To be on the safe side, however, I told her it was best not to tell anyone. Still, apparently, she told you. That girl. What's wrong with her telling me? I figured some stuff out with the things she told me. I mean, it looks like the whole activator detonator thing was just a bluff. She's pouncing around downstairs happy as a clam now that you're back. That's very true. I've decided I can trust you. I've decided to tell you the truth. The chance that Santa is Zero is very high. I feel like I can assume Santa doesn't have the time to observe us at the moment. And at any rate, if he were, I very much doubt that he would kill us. Why? Clover told me about the four-leaf clover, about the words. If he knew about that, then he was in a group doing the first experiment. I'm sure of it. He wouldn't kill us, no matter what the situation was. Hey, Snake? Yes, I know. You want to know what happened over the experiment? Yeah. How much do you know? Ugh. Clover told me about... These guys act like they have all the time in the world, but what, we had like an hour and a half? I see. The morphogenic field and the experiment's 9 years. 9 years ago. Locations, one being a ship and the other being a building in Nevada. And the girl that died during the experiment. She told you all that, did she? We don't know the girl who died, though. At any rate, I know how much you've learned. All that remains for us to determine is who did this and why. Yes. Can you tell me what happened? Yes. The people who organized the initial experiment were from a company called Cradle Pharmaceuticals. There were four of them running the show. Gentaro Hongu, Nagisa Nijisaki Taruke Kobuta. Sorry, I messed that up. Ke Kegechika Mashidu. Ace. Hungo was the CEO of Credo Pharmaceuticals. Nijisaki was the right-hand man and did the lion's share of the planning. Kabuta led the company's research and development division, and the Pringles guy was their majority stockholder. Pringles. It was 4 of these people who planned the initial experiment. Let me simplify it for you. Hungu designed it, and Najisiki put it all together. Kabuta developed the technology required, and Musashido provided the cash. So it's Hungu, Najisiki, Kabuta, and so we'll just say HNKM, whatever. Of course, more than 4 people were required to conduct an experiment on this scale. To that end, they organized a top-secret team to assist them with their research. All in all, they had gathered 10 people or so. These 10 completed their team, and they were able to begin their project. They named it the Nonary Project. The purpose of the experiment was to research the prospect of controlling a human mind through sheer will. The vessel, I suppose you could say, for this control was the morphogenic field. Why did the glycerin suddenly begin to crystallize? Why did the crystal structure of EDT undergo a sudden change? Why did the rats improve their puzzle-solving skills with each generation? Experiments with humans produced the same results. The more people you knew who knew the answer to a question, the more there were who could answer correctly without having the same problem before. What is that? How could it happen? The answer is that the shape of the answer has been stored in a field invisible to the naked eye. Jesus Christ. Through that field, the resonant event transmits information related to that answer. That's essentially the idea behind morphogenic fields. But that's just a theory. Can't bring yourself to believe it? Yeah. Let's say someone killed another person because the devil told them to do it. Well, most people in the Bible killed somebody because God told them to do it. Whether the devil exists or not has no relevance to the murder. In fact, the devil really never told anybody to do anything wrong. I'm not religious, but I've read the Bible. The devil's never really told anybody to do anything wrong. The devil's just there to punish people who do wrong things. And God has always told people to murder other people. I believe if you really want to look at it, you want to read Ezekiel. I believe that's the one where he goes like, I want you to go to this village, kill everyone, and then, I think it's Ezekiel or something like that. He goes out, he goes to the village, he kills all the men, and then he's like, oh, I don't want to kill the children and babies and everything and women. So, he gathers all up the babies and everything and brings them to God, and God goes, I told you to kill everybody. So then they have to slaughter innocent infants, and yeah, God's a really good guy. No, that's evil as shit. Well, the devil exists or not has no relevance to murder, to being a murderer. They believe the devil exists, whether or not he does is immaterial. So what matters here is that Hungo believed in a morphogenic field. That's right, but I still don't get it. You said they wanted to figure out how to control people, right? That is what you're saying. Yes. So how are they going to do it with a morphogenic field? I'll keep it simple. Let's suppose 10,000 people have solved a certain problem. The chance of you knowing that answer, even if no one has told you, will go up. Let's have another example, shall we? Say 1 million people were to do a handstand right now. Tomorrow, the chance of you doing a handstand would be higher, even if you had heard nothing of this hypothetical mass handstanding. Mankind's thought processes and actions are all part of a resonant event. All these resonant events encoded in the field are word salad and are fucking completely confusing, projected onto you. I get what he's saying, but come on. Of course, this assumes you believe in this theory. Do you follow so far? Yeah. Now, if there was a person who had the same effect as those millions of people, what would happen? If that one person were to do a handstand, other people would find themselves wanting to do a handstand as well. Man, I want to do a handstand right now. Can you imagine what a person with powers like that would be able to do? Come on, there's no way. I'm not done. Imagine another scenario. Imagine another person. This is an ordinary person. Let's say he does a handstand. What if there was someone who could grab the resonant event he created by doing that and use it to make other people do handstands? What would happen then? A person who has the power to write the field, and someone who can read from the same. You could think of them as the writer and reader, or the transmitter and the receiver. What would the world be like if there were people with abilities like these? So the transmitter's resonant event can be transmitted through the field and sent to the receiver. And the transmitter can control the receiver however they wish. That's what you're saying, right? Yes, close enough at least. Come on, that's crazy. Well, if you want to prove that, then you'll have to test it first. At least that's how they thought. That's why they decided to do their experiment. That was how the Nonary project began. By the way, Junpei, have you ever heard of the Gansfield experiment? Jesus, fuck! Shut the hell up, Snake. We got shit to do. No, I haven't. You place a pair of subjects in separate rooms. Then you show one a picture and ask the other what they see. And the theory is supposed to test for the existence of telepathy. Oh, so why do you bring up the Gansfield experiment? It was used to screen subjects for the Nonary project. The hospital in a remote town was affiliated with Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Hongo used it to conduct experiments on visiting children in secret. Some of them he found had potential. He began to gather children that showed promise, children that seemed as though they might be able to access the field. Of course, one of them volunteered. None of them volunteered. They were kidnapped. There are 9 pairs of siblings taken for 18 children total. Man, all these words are starting to blend together now. Come on, you gotta break this up. You cannot do an exposition dump like this. For reasons that were not fully understood at the time, each pair had one transmitter and one receiver. They were split perfectly. As such, the 18 children were split into 2 groups of 9. Now, what really confuses me is that each one of these episodes takes me about, an hour to do. So all this talking is taking it. They would be dead by now. The children who were put in the group Q were the ones who excelled at transmitting. They were transferred to the mock experiment building known as Building Q in Nevada Desert. The children who excelled at receiving were put in Group A. Group A was placed in the former hospital ship Gigantic. From the experiments he had conducted so far, Hungu had learned the following. There are 2 things that increase one's resonance with the fields. The first is epiphany, the other is danger. Have you ever been faced with an especially difficult problem and thought about it very long and hard until finally an answer suddenly appeared in your mind? It may seem obvious to say so, but that is what is meant by epiphany. The information obtained through the epiphany can easily be transmitted through the fields, where it can be easily interpreted. Yeah, I get it. Okay, so basically, because one group thought of it, the other one gets it. Alright, I fucking get it. Adding danger to that equation allows for even easier field access. This person is really trying to pound this idea in your head. I get it. If you don't understand what's going on by now, you shouldn't be playing visual novel games. That's where Hungu came in. They set up a number of puzzles across the Gigantic. Yeah, we're playing that game right now. The participants had to solve each one before they could move to the next room. Of course, he hadn't forgotten to include danger. Yes, the boat's going to explode. We get that. We're already playing the game. You don't need to explain the game. Children in Group A were forced to play Nonary Games. I don't care about the people on the ship. I care about the people in Nevada. By forcing the children into a life-or-death situation, Hungo hoped to increase the likelihood of their tapping into the fields. The children from Group Q, on the other hand, were confined to a mock experiment building, Building Q. Building Q duplicated the interior and puzzles of the Gigantic completely. Every detail was exactly the same. So are we Q? Hungu explained the situation to the children in Group Q. Solve the puzzles you find, have the answers, transmit that information to the children in Group A. If you succeed, they will be able to solve the puzzles and escape. But if you fail then, the Gigantic will sink and your brothers and sisters will drown. Those were his orders. Do you know why the astronauts of Apollo 13 were able to return to Earth safely? It's because NASA had access to a replica of Apollo 13 capsule. All the equipment, the instruments, everything, all of it identical. Everything was just like the real Apollo 13. NASA was able to replicate the situation the astronauts found themselves in. By putting themselves in the same situation, they attempted to solve the problems the astronauts were dealing with. Once they found solutions, they reported their findings to men aboard the actual space capsule. And that was how they were able to return safely. It was the same as the gigantic and building Q. The children from Group Q. I get it! Oh my god! You're beating a dead horse! To use the power of epiphany to solve the puzzles they found, I get it, and transmit what they learned through the fields. The children in Group A, however, they had access to the fields and learned how they might advance to the next stage. This is the simplest explanation I can manage. Dude, that was the most complex explanation. You didn't have to go into all that. All you have to say is, look, Group, B was the group that was transmitted information to Group A. You don't have to go through like Group B was jerking off Group A and come on, dude. Hey, Junpei, Snake, how much longer are you gonna two sit around on those bony asses? Get down here already. He's right. Let's go, shall we? We don't have much time. We need to get out of here soon. If I didn't hear that same kind of spiel over and over and over again in this game, it wouldn't be as annoying. But that's like the 5th time I've heard that spiel he gave. There's one more thing I want to ask you. Are you sure they were 18 kids? Why? Well, I thought it was only 16. Yes, that's what they said on the news, wasn't it? I have no doubt that 18 children were abducted and used in Hongo's experiment. After all, you couldn't exactly play a Nonary game with any less, could you? Well, yeah, but are you saying that the news got it wrong? Yes, I am. There were 2 more children. However, they had no relatives that I'm aware of. I imagine no one filed their police report when they went missing. And they were brother and sister, like Clover and I. Brother's name was Aoi, and the sister's name was Akane. That was the girl who died. I knew it. Akane Korashiki died 9 years ago. Then who is June? No, that's impossible. It can't be true. Akane, isn't that an uncommon of a name? If Snake had known her last name, well, that's a different matter entirely. So they share a name. A lot of people do that. Doesn't mean anything. And what if we're related? Luckily, we didn't bang in that bed or took a shower together. That'd be kind of weird. It was someone else, of course. Of course it was. It has to be. Is something wrong, Junpei? Your breathing sounds strange. Oh, no, it's nothing. I'm fine. Let's get back there, alright? I couldn't do it. Why didn't I ask? What was her last name? Just couldn't get the words to come out. Jesus. Thanks for the explanation. The dump. Sheldrake, this is it. This is what the shadow picture was pointing to. But it didn't say 5 at the end of the... But didn't it say 5 at the end of the shadow picture? Yes, I think we need to find the 5th volume. Well, would you look at that? There's a big red button behind this book. I guess we should press the button. What does this button do? 2 doors. What was that sound? It sounded like something really big was moving. It came from the top floor. Alright, let's go check it out. I'm sorry, it's just... Sometimes I feel like visual novels like this, that they just think you're stupid, so they have to pound the answer into your head. And chances are, if you enjoy playing visual novel games, you enjoy reading stories. And if you enjoy reading stories, you're probably good at putting 2 and 2 together. It's just, they need to respect the player's time. And I get that they're like, oh, well, maybe the player will enjoy reading all this. But if it's nothing new, if the information is not new, I don't need to hear it 10,000 times. Like, oh, you're so smart. You're so smart. It's like the writer smelling his own farts by just explaining everything, every minor detail. Doesn't matter to me. Oh, great. Okay, so So, what is this? There's a keyboard in front of the numbers. And there are 4 Roman numerals on the wall. Gotta be a hint of some sort. So, what? Final Fantasy, 13, 14, 10, and 13. Those are all Roman numerals. Do you think we just need to put in the numbers on the from the wall on the keyboard? No, you can't. The keyboard doesn't have any number keys. And you can't type in stuff like 3 or 4. But you can type out the letter, like write the words out. Then that means, I bet you gotta type something on that keyboard. Yeah, but you can only enter letters. And it looks like you can only enter 4 letters. Let's see how it works. I guess you need to hit enter once you type in the letters. And you can erase what you typed with clear. Okay, I get the basic operations. Let's give it a shot. What? So, what if we do, like, 13, 14, so 13, 14, would be 27, 27, 37, 37, and then 37, 47, 48, 49, 50. I just don't get this. What the hell point of these Roman numerals? What is Snake doing? These Roman numerals, if you convert them to Arabic numerals, you'll have 13, 14, yeah, 13. True. And we can only enter 4 letters. Then why don't you just convert the numbers to letters? Convert the numbers to letters. Okay, oh, I can't. Oh, okay, so 13. Oh wait, I need to look at the. So 13. So T 15 14. So T F T F T. So T F T. Oh my god, I hate this shit. I got so 13 15, right? So 14 T. So 13, 14. So T, F, T, T. Why isn't this working? Hey, Jumpy, I was thinking, isn't this kind of like the other one? Other one what? Come on, you remember. The one in the captain's room. But there's no numbers. So it doesn't work. Alright, so what if I do T, F, T, T? 13, 15, 10. No clue. Why? Why the hell isn't this working? Don't you remember, Junpei? The thing in the captain's room. You put the letters. You put in letters for numbers. Remember? So I think we got to do the do the opposite. Okay, so the 13th number would be A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M. So it'd be M. M would be the first one. It's annoying. So M. Wait, no. So wait, no. So it would be, let me see, menu, file, back, numerical system chart. Okay, so A would be 11. Okay, so it would be more than that. So
So A would be 11. So B would be 12. C would be 13. So C. All right, so 13, 14. 14 would be A, B. Wait a minute. Yeah, C. 14, C, A, B. So 11, 12, 13, 14 would be D. 10 would be 0, right? Because there is no 10, right? Oh, fucker. I hate this shit. Oh, so A. So A. And then 13 would be, so A is 0. B is, so A is 10. Oh, wait, yeah. Oh, wait. Just want to make sure we're here. A is 10. B is 11. C is 13. D is 14. So 10 is A. So it would be C. All right, let's try this again. All right. C, D, A, C. I'm doing something wrong. I know I'm doing something wrong. I'm doing something real fucking wrong. Really something really wrong. God, I don't get this. I can't figure it out. Junpei, you idiot. Idiot. Hey, calm down, Junpei. Just think about the numbers we've got, alright? Okay? You mean 13, 14, 10, and 13. Yeah. They're all under 16, right? They are. How about you write 11 in hexadecimal? Junpei. B, right? Yeah, okay. So 11, alright. 11 is B. How about 12? So 12 would be C. That'd be C. 15? F, of course. So 15 is F. And what are 10, 13, and 14? So 10 would be, yeah, see, I was doing this, but I'm an idiot. 13 is D, and 14 is E. Yeah, I was doing that. All right, cool. Oh, I get it. Yeah, I was fucking doing that. So it's 13 is D. So it's D, 13. 14 is E. 10 is A. Oh, is it dead? It's dead. All right. Duh. I don't know why I was having such a hard time with that. Maybe it's because it's earlier and I'm just tired. There you go. Yay, you did it, Junpei. It's unlocked now. Good job, Junpei. Whoa there, don't get too excited. The password was dead, remember? Just makes me think whatever's waiting for us isn't good. So, geez, you're such an old lady. We can't be worried about stuff like that. I mean, come on. We got it unlocked, didn't we? Let's go, hurry up. But that'll have to wait until next time. I hope you guys are enjoying. Sorry I'm getting a little bit annoyed at this game. A little too much dumps, info dumps at one time. And a lot of the same information being told again and again and again and again and again until it just gets punched into your brain. I get what they're trying to say, but they don't need to say it over and over and over and over and over again. But anyway, if you feel the same way, why don't you leave a comment or leave a like and subscribe, because it makes me feel good. And make sure you have a good night. Good night. Will the next one the next episode be the last episode? I think it will be. I thought this one was going to be the last episode, but it wasn't. They had more and more and more they needed to tell us. But I think this ending is going to be a little bit longer, and I think we're going to escape this room, and that's going to be it. But we shall see. But anyway, I hope you have a good night. Good night.